What is going on, YouTube? It's Pokestocks here. Welcome back to where I currently see the market heading into November, keeping you guys updated with all the best deals, steals, and most importantly, going over all of the best sets right now that are going through ups and downs, question marks, stagnations. It's a heck of an episode today, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. And remember, guys, that none of this is financial advice, and join the Discord down below. Let's dive right into it. So we are officially around 1 week away from hopping into November, and it's very important, I can't stress it enough, that you guys are always 2 steps ahead, right? Even if you're in this for like the collecting aspect of it or the investing, right? Make sure that you always have that foreshadow / prediction of what could occur. Obviously, none of this stuff is guaranteed. Truly, at the end of the day, this is all my opinion and all if you want to call it, a valid prediction of what we could see happen in November. We do have, as a lot of you know, Phantasmal Flames releasing in November. I will be talking about Phantasmal later in this episode, so just keep that in mind. But I want to start off with Destined Rivals because Destined Rivals has had a massive month. We've had the official reprint, which has shot boxes down to an all-time low of 362. We picked right back up to around 390, and then a few days after that, we saw a massive another shot down to around 368, and we were picking back up to sort of where we left off at that 390 spot. Now, here's where I think Destined Rivals booster boxes are going to be in the beginning of November. I think that we're going to continue to see these grow. I will probably not be surprised if we see Destined Rivals hit 400 again and probably hit 415 for a booster box within the first week of November. I'm going to be honest, and I think a lot of us can really see this. We've already had the massive reprint for the booster boxes, so I do not think we're going to get another reprint / restock anytime soon. I do think that these are going to probably level off and just gain that value consecutively as they have been, right? If we take a look at the past 3 months, guys, we could see that these were $300 boxes in August, and again, shot all the way up to 500. We needed a reprint at that price point because that was pretty scary, guys. Pretty scary when these hit 492, and then we saw that massive shot down, which was a sign of relief. We also do have Prismatic Evolutions, which I think is a great set that you should be looking into, right? As November's shortly away. Here's my overall prediction on Prismatic. If I had to put my my thesis on it, my claim statement, if you guys remember from your freaking high school / college classes, the English claim statement. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, why am I saying that? I don't know. Hear me out on Prismatic, guys. I think that Prismatic Evolutions has had a rough month. October has not seen a lot of growth. We are not done with October. We can still see a massive turnaround, but for majority of it, it's been pretty rough. So I do think that Prismatic hopping into November will most likely see a strong month. Again, I will explain that later why Phantasmal Flames could revive the market, and I want to explain a little bit more on what I mean by revive the market. So stay tuned for that as well. But we have the SPC for the past month actually calling it neutral, guys. No growth this entire month. So again, Prismatic has had a rough time. We also have the ETB in the past month, neutral, no gains. So it's been one heck of a market, guys, for Prismatic Evolutions. The booster bundles as well going down 10% in this past month. We did hit an all-time low just a few days ago at around $52. So I want to say congratulations to everyone who bought in at this. This was actually a price point I was pretty going like FOMO. I was like telling you guys pick it up at $52. This is probably the cheapest we'll go. And even if we did go cheaper than this, then $52 was literally probably the safest play you could have done because they're going to shoot right back up if they do go below $50 or more. And again, just taking this away from Prismatic Evolutions, a little bit of a rough month. We also do have the singles gaining some value. The Umbreon, if you guys do remember, hit $800 almost a month ago, shooting back up to $1,200. We do have some of them. I do not know the exact cards in mind, but they have been shooting up. Some have been shooting down. It's been sort of, guys, I'm telling you, a rough market for Prismatic Evolutions. Of course, I do always want to alert you guys with what's going on with drops and everything like that. So keep in mind, we are going to be having the Sam's Club 151 mini tin drop. I'm going to keep you guys updated on the exact information, but this is all we have up to date, is that it's only going to be online on October 28th, and it will be only for the Plus memberships. So keep that in mind. Again, stuff does change all the time. I'll try to keep you guys updated when I upload every single day, but keep this in mind when we're hopping into November. We do have a new not a new 151 product, but you get what I'm saying. We have a new product for 151 releasing. And then, as a lot of you know, which I will touch on shortly when I do get to Mega Evolution in this video, but we do have the second wave hitting retailers this week. I do want to briefly talk about two products from Prismatic Evolutions that I do think are going to be great buys right now before November arrives. I want to start off with the Lucario and Tyranitar EX collection. These are currently sitting at a market price of $115. However, I do know a lot of people are selling these for around $100 to $110, so you can get a slight discount on them right now. I'm a big believer, guys, that these are going to be the next Blooming Waters, the next Sea and Sky collection, and I think if you're an investor in the space for the long term, you can easily see that hitting that potential. I do think that you should be picking these up paired with the Costco 8-tin. For those of you guys who do not know, the 8-tin mini tin display, which is the overall the OG product, is the exact same thing theoretically. Of course, you're getting that aesthetic tin though, foil, whatever you want to call it, for $200. While you can pick this up for $150, you are getting a you are getting a $50 discount if you do pick up this product. I am telling you guys, this is definitely a top 3 product of the entire year in my opinion. I really do see the potential here. It's honestly insane. By the way, this also could offer the best price to pack ratio, as stuff is always changing. I can't give that exact information, but if you do the math, guys, you're getting yourself 16 packs of Prismatic Evolutions for $150. That is less than $10 a pack for Prismatic. So keep that in mind. If you're going to want to pick this stuff up, definitely a solid play. We also do have 151. So going back to what I was showing you guys earlier with the Sam's Club drop happening, where do I see 151 heading into the market in November? 151 has had a rough month as well. October, guys, was really the month we sort of needed. It was a great reality check to show you guys that the market is just not always bullish. We're gonna have days and even a month, right? Because that's a fact now, where stuff is not gonna go the way as planned. I do think that with this product, the 4 tins of 8 packs of 151, I do not see 151 getting a massive dent. This is not going to do a lot of damage to the market. We're not getting Blooming Waters, we're not getting ETBs, we're not getting booster bundle reprints. It's just a small amount of tins. However, if I had to be honest with you guys, I do think that we might just see a slight decrease in price to pack ratios across the entire board. But other than that, expect 151 to still be very, very expensive heading into November. And I do think that November will offer a new opportunity for 151 to start getting the value again. Remember, 151 has had a rough month. If we click on the 151 booster bundle, we scroll down to the past month, guys, we're down 10%. So it's just not the greatest, and the ETBs have been stagnant at like 400. It's just where we currently are. Here's the big behemoth right here. We have Mega Evolution. Now, I'm going to make it pretty clear, and I'm going to stay on my point. I have this belief, and I still do, that Mega Evolution is a hard pass right now in the market if you are in this hobby for the long term. Let me explain. So we just had the second official wave of Mega Evolution hit retailers and card shops. We saw booster boxes drop down dramatically. For example, we almost hit a peak of around 340 hopping into October, and right now we're down to 269. That is almost, we are getting pretty close to a $100 drop in value. And with the second wave officially hitting, they've taken another massive hit to 262 as an all-time low. We have some sales right here, 270, 270, 270, 270, so that looks to be like the new market price. We also do have the ETB taking a massive hit as well, going down 20%, hitting an all-time low of around $85 this month. And I do think what we're going to continue to see with Mega Evolution is a lot more lows coming along the way. Hear me out on this, guys. Mega Evolution is a good set. Don't get me wrong. It is a set that's definitely going to be a top tier. It's an S, or maybe if you want to, you could call it an S plus set. I don't think it deserves that title, but it's definitely an A plus or S set. It has that value to it. But Mega Evolution, if you really do think about it, guys, has only been out for a month now. Has it? I think it's been out for a month now. I think we're around that price, that timeline, whatever. It's been out for a month, guys, and people are FOMOing hard into this set. I can tell you one thing. 1 year from today, I see this set being a lot cheaper than what it is. You have to remember that as time goes on, hype usually dies out. And most importantly, more sets are going to get released. More people are going to get distracted with other sets. And Mega Evolution base set is going to probably be a set that you're going to see on shelves. I'm not saying that will happen, but that's my theoretically appeal to it as an investor. I do not find this set attractive for its current price point. I do want to make it pretty clear, yes, I will be pouring money into Mega Evolution, just not right now. And if you call me a stupid investor or anything because, oh, I'm going to be waiting a few months, and what if this doesn't, like, guys, listen, Prismatic Evolutions, ETBs, right? I remember when I was recording videos and I said, I'm not buying into Prismatic on release or a month after or 2 months after. I said, I'm going to be patient, guys. I don't mind waiting a few months, right? Then ETBs, SPCs, everything dropped tremendously. $100 ETB, 190 SPC. That was the time to pick that stuff up. Mega Evolution is the exact same scenario as Prismatic Evolutions. It's not the investment to make right now. Wait a few months and you guys will see that you'll be able to get this stuff for a lot cheaper. That is my prediction, and that's what I think. Hopping into November, on the other hand of things, I think that this set is still going to continue to be a little bit expensive because it is the first base set, and it is our newest set in terms of being released. But I'm going to be honest, I do not find this set attractive, and I think you guys should agree. I know there's going to be some disagreements, but majority, hopefully, you can sort of see where I'm coming from. Now, this is where fun stuff begins, Phantasmal Flames. I've not talked about this set, and this is the first episode where I'm going to be talking about it because it's important. We are getting very, very close to the official release date, and I can't believe it, guys. I freaking cannot believe it. We are almost 2 to 3 weeks away from a brand new Pokemon card set. I can't believe it. Like, Pokemon, can you chill out, man? You're releasing too fast. So here's my thought process on Phantasmal Flames. Phantasmal Flames is going to be the exact same scenario as every other modern set. If you guys have been in this hobby since the Prismatic boom, or even earlier, or even past, like however long you've been in here, you've learned one thing, and you've learned that sets on pre-sale hit crazy record highs and then fall dramatically on release day, and then slowly gain value and then fall again. I think Phantasmal Flames is going to follow that exact same formula every Pokemon set has, and Phantasmal Flames is no different. Here's my overall investment strategy for Phantasmal Flames, which I will probably make a dedicated video, but in terms of my thought process right now, I think that Phantasmal Flames is going to be the, you could call me crazy on this, but I think we can sort of see the potential here. I think it's going to be the next Destined Rivals in terms of just having that crazy price point and aura towards it. It's a Mega Charizard set, Gengar. I think we can easily see the potential for being a crazy set. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't mean you guys should be pouring into crazy prices. However, backtracking on what I'm saying, expect that Phantasmal Flames will most likely be a more expensive set, right? Think about Destined Rivals. Journey Together, Surging Sparks, those are all $300, $250 booster boxes, right? I think they're $250 booster boxes. JT, Surging Sparks, all of those. Destined Rivals is $400. And Destined Rivals will probably never hit $250, and that's just due to the fact that that set has aura towards it. It's just Team Rocket, right? Phantasmal Flames, I believe, will have that Destined Rivals aura where we're most likely going to see these booster boxes have a higher price point. These ETBs have a higher price point. But you should still be patient because I do think we are going to get this stuff a lot cheaper. I can tell you guys one thing. Phantasmal Flames will be out for 2 years in terms of print. So from November of 2025 to November of 2027, expect that Phantasmal Flames will be everywhere. It's going to continue to get reprinted and restocked. And if you guys believe that the hype will die down and slowly fade out, then expect to see this stuff on shelves. Because there was a time during the 2020 hype when we saw Evolving Skies on shelves. When I picked up an Evolving Skies booster box for $140. Crazy time. I think Phantasmal... I'm not saying that... Guys, don't take me for my word exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the Pokemon hype is completely going to fade and everything's going to go to MSRP, but it's important to, like, think through, right? Think 3-4 steps ahead. How long will the set be in print? Am I in this hobby for the long term? Like, can I get Phantasmal Flames for cheaper if I wait 6 months? Or should I just buy it now? Like, think this stuff through. And that's what I do. That's exactly what I do when investing in a Pokemon cards because it's not that difficult, guys. This is literally a card game. If you just know Pokemon's formula for printing, then you should be able to gather some information on how these sets are going to be out. A great example of this, and I love always comparing not comparing myself, but comparing my personal experiences. 151. People are still finding 151 booster bundles in vending machines for $26, and they're almost a $100 booster bundle. They've been out for what, like 2-3 years now? I think 151's been out for 2 years. People are still finding this stuff. Of course, they're not finding the ETB and this and that. Valid. But there is still product reminiscing from this era that people are still getting for MSRP. I just like to throw it in there because I know I'm going to get some hate in the comments. Now, I hope you were able to take something away from this video. By the way, I do want to briefly touch on, we have booster boxes coming down 7% for Phantasmal. I do think that this is going to continue to drop. By the way, I want to throw this in there. I will be buying Phantasmal Flames if LGSs are able to sell it close to near MSRP. Again, I know a set will have aura. I do not mind paying an extra 30 or even 50 bucks on the booster box over MSRP, but other than that, I'm not going to be buying it. If my LGS has these Phantasmal Flame booster boxes for around 230, 220, 210, I'll be scooping them up. But if they're going for more than that, I'll be passing. That's my overall thought process on Phantasmal, and if you were wondering about the price points that I'm buying in, hopefully that would answer your question. That's going to be it, guys, for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope all of you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.